Hey guys, welcome to the Psy Tai podcast number 50. Psy Tai podcast with Santi and whoever pops in on the Discord, the lovely whole world, blah. Hey guys, I titled this today because we are the gift. So share this video, like it, thumbs up it, any of those things, man. I ain't even worried about it right now, but make sure that we all keeping the ball rolling. But we are the motherfucking gift. You are the mother gift, the fucking mother gift, the any kind of explicit, exaggerated, enormous metaphor you can put right there. You are that it. You are it. That's it. Like, what the this is so mind-boggling how much we act like we are not the gift. We act so much the fuck like we not it, or that we shouldn't be it, or that is no even possible way to even have the thought process, the mindset, to have that character that we it. We look at those people, we point the finger at them because of what's going on with them. But it don't matter about what's going on with the dog, the tree, the person, as Infinite Water say, the cop down the road, anybody. It's about, but it does at the same time, just tie. But it's you're it. You're it. You make, like, what is the mushrooms show so much, and the way that they love the sarcasm is that it's the game. The game is you. You're playing the game, as well as other people. But for right now, it's you. Since before time. You can get out of time and don't even exist. The ways that we feel about ourselves, the loneliness, the characters, hey, what's going on, Jessica? I was literally feeling not so it just these 10-30 minutes. Forget that feeling, bro. Forget that feeling, sis. It's wild out here. It's wild in you. It really is wild in you, because it's how can we be lonely? There's no such thing as loneliness. We just have to reach out to ourselves. And we so scared of that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, I got this song that I was listening to right before I hopped on. And it was saying, it said it's titled "Home with You" by FKA Twigs. And in the video, she goes back and visits her childhood self, and her childhood self was lonely. And this was herself. This was herself going into the past, meeting her childhood self, and like talking. Say, I didn't know you were so lonely. If you would have just called out, I would have been there, home with you, running towards you. Like that voice, that presence that was there when we was a kid, that we always knew was there. But I guess it was titled up to God, to some external character that had to be described through somebody else's means other than our own interpretation of it. So we got lost. I got lost. And in this song, she went back and talked to herself. And during my mushroom trips, I'm able to do that. You're able to do that. Even without the mushrooms, but the mushrooms get you to a state of belief where it's wiping out all of those other cogs and belief patterns and programs, to simplify it, that's been put into us, or that we've been conjuring up through other external sources and believing in and tying into and taking it as our own. And then we left ourselves. No, yeah, that's what I was saying, that the mushrooms, they're saying that we had this power to always go, but we don't believe that we able to go and fix things in the past, because we like the past is the past. You can't change the past, right? That's what they all said growing up. You can't change the past. Calm down, big. Hey, man, I love emotions. It's the one time I feel alive while still in this body. If I don't have emotions while in this body, I feel dead. Like I feel lifeless. But that's what they used to say to us. They used to say that our past was our past. You can't change the past. I used to listen to Jay-Z all the time when he say, "Gotta learn to live with regrets. If you in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets." On the climb, on the top, many people. I forget the line right now. I thought I had it in my head, but I'm real jumbled up right now. But even that's still true. I don't take any back. I don't take anything back. But just the ways that I felt, that I captured in myself. I said, "Oh, this is how I feel in this moment as a child." I didn't understand what was going on around me, so I captured that emotion and held on to it as a personality, as an identity, as a way to look out into the world and see through those visors. But now it's like, I'm gonna do a little more focus. I'm on the autofocus now. I mean, manual focus now. I took off the autofocus because the autofocus I saw was being programmed and being controlled by somebody else. And I was like, yo, forget that. Forget that. I'm autofocusing my own lens with the help of these mushrooms and this DMT and having these conversations. I'm seeing now they all in the chat right now. I'm gonna hop in and on them in a second. Hey Yolanda, what's going on, Nicholas? Hey, it's a morning. It's a good morning indeed. Just tying it out. Just tying out how we're the gift. We're the gift. Again. Like I just took it again. Well, not over and over again. I just took it 2 days ago. I had that talk with Ozo in the last podcast. And those mushrooms specifically, like wow, certain mushrooms want to teach you certain things. And it's like those mushrooms really like to teach me about the magic of how the universe is working, the magic that we are using all the time without realizing it, how to bring it about more. And specifically with my story, the external voice that I hear, I like how people say they want to shut their thoughts up or stuff like that. I don't really have thoughts about stuff. That mushroom was telling me. I glitched out for a second. Hopefully I'm back in. The mushroom was telling me how the I don't really have thoughts. I don't really have thoughts. I have imaginations. I don't think. I imagine. And I used to say this to the lady that I'm with now. I used to say that I don't think. Like I don't think about stuff. I just do things. I say I might seem like I'm thinking about something, and I think that when I'm irritated, I probably am thinking about something. I'm going through a thought process, and that's why I feel irritated. And then people's like, "Man, you just irritated because not just how you go how you imagined it." But with mushrooms and stuff, it's allowing my imagination to really just keep on coming into play with what I'm seeing with my eyes. But yeah, the mushrooms telling me that I'm those things, those daydreams, the things that I'm even thinking about doing, those are imaginations. Those are not thoughts. And I'm able to move. It's a way that I can. They were saying it's a way that I can move into those imaginations that I just seen, and it probably come and drip down on my life. That drip down on this reality in a way that I didn't fully expect, but knew going to happen. But I just kept on. Like it's getting me, kicking me out of that, but I just kept going and say no. But I'm imagining, and like that's the flow, and that's cool. It's cool. Get in. Copy. And I gotta do all this work around so I can get in. Go to the chat. Do do do. Oh, they got this funny picture as the thumbnail. There we go. Now, I just seen. My bad. I'm all talking and I'm still here. My bad. I'm just sharing the page real. Ooh. Like that. There we go. Hey Jessica, I just got it.
Go find something. I'll be right back.
All right.
No, you don't want to?
Yeah, I was about to say if I'm not in here, I'm gonna go over to the other chat and just pop in over there. Hey, it's Ty. What's going on? Yeah, I just woke up. Had to get.
Yeah, we be talking shit about you all day long.
I wish I was here to hear it. Probably get stronger.
Hey, let me smoke some more jokes. Hey, you already you up now. How do you smoke it? Pure or Changa?
Just pure. I want to make some Changa with some weed.
You ain't ready.
Hey, I can't be ready. I just gotta
you gotta
do
get
it.
the copy, man, and the Syrian roux. Get the harmala. Because
Yo, look, this is what Justin was saying.
Else-
Right? He be doing all that crazy shit with the fucking, what was you using?
drainage cleaner and acetone.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, bro. It's called science, idiot.
True. I'm not doubting you. You are a scientist. You're the beef at the fucking DMT. But I'm just saying that you could just take the DMT and drop it into fucking vape juice and then heat it up.
Yeah, I did it. I did the vape, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's simple. I'm just saying simple that you could dissolve it into the vape juice, and then once it's dissolved, you could break up the bud, throw it into that, and it'll suck all that shit up, and then you let it dry, and it should crystallize, and you smoke
I use acetone. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You're a beast. You're a fucking...
Whoa, they don't blow up? Like catch on?
No, acetone is like evaporates really quick.
Oh, okay.
You know what
And
I
just
mean?
leaves behind the good stuff?
Yeah, you just get like a little petri dish or whatever. You put some acetone in it. You throw in like a half gram of DMT. I don't know how much you have. And then, like for me, when I make my Changa, like if you use the bud, it's not technically Changa. It's like enhanced leaf. I used to do it with tea.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes the smoking much easier, so you don't have to worry about burning tea. That's what I like about it. But if you want to make the real Changa, you got to get like the coffee leaves or the Syrian roux. It's like really prolongs the effect.
Brings it out.
Yeah, Justin, stop being a fucking pussy, bro. Make some real fucking Changa, bro.
What do you mean?
You like, oh man, this is not
Roulette.
strong. I gotta keep smoking. You smoking out of a pipe. Roll a fat bat like a fucking blunt of some fucking weed. You said you don't mix it with weed Changa, and fucking smoke that shit, dog.
I did it with salvia, you motherfucker. I dare you.
Salvia.
Oh man, nah, salvia
Yeah,
for that.
I just don't do it
If
with
you right
weed because
there.
it can make me like paranoid and anxious. Why the fuck would I choose to be anxious before I go into the DMT world, man?
Yeah, for sure, bro. You know that. We just fuck with you, bro.
No, man, you're fucking ridiculous, man. Shoot fucking
No.
Bro, I wouldn't ask this question.
Go.
You ain't gonna ask it?
I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
Justin, have you ever plugged?
Yeah, we didn't hear nothing.
Probably not.
I heard something about a plug. I plugged a lot of things.
Have you ever plugged DMT?
No, man. I've never.
Oh, that was a yes.
No, you know why I was doubting? Like, I was like, never, like, in my ass or whatever. But then I remembered, like, I put some MDMA in my girlfriend's
What was his
He's
name?
on like a light.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Yeah, Misterioso.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
No, man, I never. No,
but on the real, is that supposed to be like one of the extreme ways to do it though? Is that like high point?
like the most extreme way to do something?
Yeah.
It's pretty extreme putting it in your ass, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, but it's like the same as snorting it, I guess, right? It's like straight into your blood barrier, sort of. Straight into your
the real G's is the one taking it in shots. Like get right in my blood. I don't even know if that's where it's supposed to go. How does that work?
Intravenous, yeah. Intravenous is the way to go. No, man.
Drip.
Justin, you always go anally, bro. Don't lie.
Hey! He started about anal shit, man.
Yo, you did. You're the one with the warped mind that brings up weird shit.
Yeah, man. You're all
I'm an
thinking it. You're all
NPC,
doing
Justin.
it.
You put that thought in.
You all got like a.
Go ahead and go on the record and say I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you got a deodorant stick up your ass right now. I know.
What? What does that even mean?
Trying to say you enjoying it.
The
Is it a minty one? What is the point of that? I don't.
Whatever. You probably need all Coca-Cola bottle when you fucking faggot.
Oh my god. you're definitely insane, Justin.
Yeah, that definitely. But blame Blaxican for making it about sex again.
Sexican is his name now.
The voice was choppy. It came
So now his name is Sexican instead of Blaxican.
The lungs are
Justin,
straight
why
to
don't you
blood.
animate this shit, Justin, man? Make that fucking cheap motherfucker
Okay,
do all this shit.
Yeah, but nobody recorded it. Nobody was recording this.
Somebody's
I'm recording this now.
Yeah, you're too late. It's finished already, man.
Close the curtains.
Yeah, I might. Hey, Ty, how's that character animator going?
Yo, I'm getting on board with it. I got like 3 puppets made. I'm just getting used to like making them
Did you make
faster.
your own puppets, or you're gonna
Yeah, I made
steal
my
them?
own puppets.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm using different brushes so they got different outlines so it can be all trippy, not just like a solid black line, but it like got dots and stuff. I got like the lip sync working too.
Yeah, it's dope, bro. But you got like it's the newest version, I guess. You got keyframes and shit. I just read about it.
No, yeah, I got the new one. It got the keyframes. I had to watch a tutorial on that. I said, man, it's basic. I should know this. But I learned it though.
Yeah, they're getting there though. The software is fucking dope. They're getting there. They're getting smarter and better and better.
Yeah, it's a lot of shortcuts.
For me, with the lip sync, what's annoying is like my computer goes crazy when I start recording the character animator. It goes like, woo! It makes no sense to do a fucking lip sync on that shit. Wait, I'm gonna be like, True, hey, donate, man. Give me some money.
Hey, check it out, Just Ty. I was telling Justin about fucking animator or animation, any animation to just do a loop, like a simple loop of the character moving his mouth, and
Don't
the same
tell
way,
him,
like
man.
don't tell him.
No, go. I love to, man. Maybe if we figure it out, we can like talk as cartoon characters to each other.
Yeah, they can make a whole team of characters and fucking animate them all in conversation. That's just hilarious, bro. And the way I was saying it was,
I did that last night.
You did that?
Yeah, I put 2 characters and I was having the imagination because now I learned how to have chop up the audio, so just one puppet is saying this and the other puppet is saying that. And then
Yeah,
the
but
new
can
one
you do it live? Can we like connect on Skype or whatever and use these characters?
I can see if I can hook up my
he's
other
making
microphone.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what merges that shit. You're making a pre character that already has a script that is going to move his mouth and animate it. So that's what both of y'all are doing. What I'm saying is that you could just make characters and animate them to do like I'm doing right now, smoking. I'm smoking and talking to y'all. So you can make a character that's smoking, blowing out smoke and moving his lips, and then he switches to a beer, and then he switches to a cigarette.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
A few simple little, just a few simple little things that are normal things while you're talking, kicking and smoking, and then fucking loop it, and then every time somebody talks, you put that character, and that character keeps switching between smoking and talking and doing, and it just looks like each one of us is talking every time that character talks.
Chinese.
Once I get my MacBook Pro, I'll be able to do that. I need more RAM and more processing, but that's on point because it's a thing where you can click stream, and it allows you to just have the camera. It locks onto your face like the Xbox Connect and tracks, so you can move side to side and stuff. And then it just mounts it.
Just to pre-record it and fake it.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I got it on YouTube. I got the character thing up. The thing I was working on yesterday. Kind of slowing my computer down though a lot. I can. There it is.
Yeah, you need a fucking monster.
Yeah, it's doing it now. When you talking, the blue guy face is moving.
Yeah, with my audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you. Suck my dick.
Get the work, Justin. Get the work.
Oh, I thought you were live. I thought you meant that. You're not live right now.
I am live.
Are you?
I'm everything.
No, I mean on YouTube.
Yeah. Everything. I said everything.
You're the gift. You fucking faggot. You're so fucking gay.
Hey man, emotions are real, bro.
What?
I said I'm everything.
Like in Holland, sorry, you had these parties and they would give each other the gift, but it was like AIDS. You fucking faggot. And they call it a gift party.
Yo, you know what? Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's some people that was getting AIDS on purpose, and it was like a Russian roulette, that kind of thing. That's they wilding. So to each his own. Your
animations are the bomb, man. I'm gonna stop my career. Like you're like leagues ahead of me, man.
Yeah, when you I'm gonna keep this here. Also, you know.
Oh wait, it's like wait, hey dude, hey man, you wanna suck my dick? Dude. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. But could we be able like to talk to each other? And how can you like? How are you doing? Oh fuck! How are you doing the video live on YouTube?
I got OBS and I'm using screen share, so I got 2 screens.
I don't care about your diseases, man. But how can we like? No, I'm sorry. Are you able to do like a split screen with somebody else right now? You know what I mean?
It probably crashed my computer. I gotta figure out how to do that.
Yeah, because sometimes you see that, right? Like you got like one guy talking to 4 other dudes on YouTube. Maybe it's Facebook.
Oh, it's probably Skype or some shit.
Yeah, but they're able to record it. But yeah, I don't know.
Just because he's live streaming the same way Just has live streaming right now and playing with his computer is the same way. Because if he's talking to somebody who's on his computer talking to him, you could definitely record the conversation between.
Yeah, you can see this shit, right? Like you see one people talking and then the other one starts talking. You can see him.
If you was talking to him on his computer,
oh, he's gone again.
Did
you make me black? I want to be black.
You do anything you want, Justin.
Justin is off his fucking rocker, bro.
Make him wank himself. Oh, do it.
Oh, right.
Do it. Yeah. Do it.
Hey, for some reason, before you showed your baby, I thought.
Oh, he's gonna miss a road again. What did you say? For some reason, and then you.
For some reason, I thought you were Persian before I said baby.
You thought I was Persian, and now you think I have a baby face.
Screen share via Discord. I could try that.
That's what he said, right? That's what you said?
I don't fucking know, bro.
I thought you were Persian before you shared your baby.
My baby pictures. Yeah.
I thought you were.
Get a fucking internet connection.
Yo, Justin. Justin, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Justin is that stupid. Hey, hit that Changa, bro. What's up, man? Light up, bro. You're not even.
Yeah, I'm smoking it right now. Wait, look.
Time for
what's up, bro? What's that?
Okay, wait. Okay, let me smoke some more. How's it? Yeah. Well, fuck. Tell me what you saw on DMT at that.
Well, I ain't smoke enough to remember. I don't remember anything. I don't remember is at first. The first time I do it was feeling like I was on a roller coaster. I was ready for it, but I had to lay down, and then things making fun of me, saying, "Oh, you thought you was." You thought you was ready, like look at you right now. And then they showed it was like a picture of me going up a roller coaster or something, me holding on. But then I got over that and stood up and stuff. But the second time, I just kept hitting it because I don't have a scale, so I don't know how much is what. So I ain't want to just start off with too much being a punk about it. So I just kept on putting in a little more until it felt like I had to lay down.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way to go. You're doing it between ash, or how are you smoking it?
I got a little bowl pipe, like a little meth pipe.
Yeah. My advice: is just get like a hush pipe, you know, like a metal pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Put a layer of ash, put some DMT on it, put a layer of ash. It's the best way to smoke it, man.
All
These
right.
meth pipes, yeah, it don't work for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna head by there today.
Sorry?
I said I'm gonna head by there today.
Yeah.
Cause,
Just get like a simple hash pipe, you know what I mean?
but yeah, I did hear the L's too. UL just wrote it the second time. It was like That was like as much as I heard from him though.
But did you get to the waiting room? Did you get like in this fractal, colorful waiting room?
Nope, I ain't do that much.
Yeah, do a little bit more. But don't do too much to scare you off for like a year or something. Yeah.
When I did,
Try to make it with the acetone, man. It's much easier to smoke. Then you don't have to use your crack pipe anymore. You can mix it with weed. I wouldn't do weed because it's like influences it, but you can do it with tea or something. Just makes it more easy to smoke, and you can control your descent into madness easily.
all right. Yeah, the weed did have an effect beforehand. That's why when I did it the first 2 times, it was in the morning time when I first woke up, no real other thoughts going about, and I didn't smoke yet. So that was like I was making that the journey.
Yeah.
Hey, Exile.
What's up?
Damn, I done smoked so much this morning, man. I'm sure I didn't even start the day yet.
Oh, yo, the DMT is so fast, as you already know. It's so fast. When I did the mushrooms earlier, they was like explaining to me more of what was going on during the DMT trip, because I like forgot about it practically.
Yeah, DNT ain't explaining shit to you, man. It's trying to rape you.
I'm like, wow. Yeah, I was like, I really went through a lot
Fast.
back then, like during that trip. It just was over so fast.
Yeah, try to make the enhanced leaf for Changa. Like right now, I've been smoking with Missy for the past 3 hours or something.
Yeah,
So you can you can
just chill with it.
you can make it less like a rocket launch.
All right. Cause I ain't
Do a
running
few
away
rocket
from it.
launches before you. Yeah, whatever. Do whatever. Do you?
Yeah, cause I said there's people taking this and going to the gym. I said I can't punk out. That's not in me.
What do you mean? They do DMT and go to the gym?
Yeah, they said it was on Joe Roby talking about. They say got homies that be in the MMA and they'll take a little tiny hit the DMT and then it give them enough energy after the trip over to like be at the gym and feel good about what they doing, like whatever they going through.
I think what they do, Justin, is probably in the parking lot to the gym. They take a blast and then fucking the endorphin rush to go inside after and fucking work out.
Yeah,
great.
maybe. You changed the vibe, Ty. Now it's your show, motherfucker.
Hey, it's the whole show. It's the whole thing, man. Cause I was just going through that with making this. When Ozo, you mentioned that I was making pre-recorded things for the characters. I was like, yo, all of this that we saying now was fucking pre-recorded. And during the trips, we changing stuff around and like getting out of that loop for a moment. And it was so real this morning. Like that thought was so vivid. I was like, everything I'm saying right now, I already made myself say.
Hey, check this out, Ty. You know how in those animes, let's say even the simple ones like fucking I can't explain one.
I got some Aztec. Sorry. I got some Aztec trying to flip me off right now.
No, you got some what, Justin?
An Aztec dude, like a Mayan dude. He's flipping me off.
What?
Yeah, I'm still smoking the Changa, right? So
No doubt. You can talk to us, yeah.
yeah, it's an Aztec dude. He's flipping me off.
He got on the headdress, or is it like a sculpture type thing?
No, I like a headdress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, he's giving me a message. Mysterioso. You're a faggot.
That's twisted, bro.
Wow. Yeah, it's weird. These visuals, but they don't go as deep as the first few minutes of the Changa trip. I'm sorry, continue your show, guys. I'm traveling.
Nah,
This
man,
is the show.
right now.
I just changed the title to Live Changa Trip.
It's so hard to describe because the moment I start trying to describe it, it like dissipates a little bit.
Yeah, talking and seeing is fucking hard.
Two different things. But it did make me straighten my back up. Once I started to get a hang of it, I was sitting back against the wall, the wall in my bed, and then I felt a lot better.
Hey, I was saying about the characters, like, you know that they show in anime and different things. They show, like, even the Dragon Ball Z when they go into a power mode and the eyeballs like blank out, they turn white and shit around them starts changing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so when somebody's tripping or telling us trip, all of a sudden you show the character that their eyes fucking change and they fucking and then they go to the psychedelic state.
Yo, that's real.
You do that in the character animator. You can,
Exactly.
It's this odd
you
thing.
program all these things.
No, I'm keeping all these ideas on the notes.
On Netflix, they do that same thing. The eyes go black, and then they call it the Dark Force or something. He gets this like super crazy physical powers.
Yo,
Into the Badlands on Netflix.
The Badlands?
Yeah, Into the Badlands.
Oh, Into the Badlands. I saw that. I didn't click on it. I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, there's like 33 episodes. They shot it really good, I think, with the videography and like the editing and everything. Sometimes the fight scenes can get a little drawn out, but it's pretty cool.
That's cool. I'm gonna check it out. All this odd techniques. You reminded me of Naruto. That was big on odd techniques. The Sharingan, the Nimigan. It's running past my mind, right? The Rinnegan, and all of these with certain eye traits that was passed down through certain blood lineages, and they was able to have certain powers depending on like what kind of eye thing they had. And the Sharingan kept getting more powerful, and it was able to cast illusions on people and have them feel like they was in different worlds, and as well allowed them to have certain powers that elevated them above the other clans because they was able to see moves before they happened and copy moves, and they just was on it.
What is that? What series?
Naruto. The Sharingan. Because I remember it reminded me because
I
teenagers.
devour fucking series, bro. I need shit like this. Like this shit now, like he just put it on too. I'm gonna definitely fucking watch. Cause yo, dude, have you seen the Undone? I know you did, Justin.
No, you guys been talking about it though.
Oh my goodness, dog. Watch when you watch it. You go back and watch it. You gonna see?
Binge
Seen
it.
the Love Death Robot shit? That's dope too.
Oh, I know, man. I started watching it and the fucking
Dead
fire
Robot?
station let me get
Love Death Robot.
Yes,
Death
that
Robot.
shit is. Yeah, Love, Death, and Robots or some shit. Love, Death,
They're not
Robots.
all cool, but some of them are really dope.
Yo, but dude, I only can watch 3 fucking episodes, and on the 4th one, the Fire Stick won't let me. It's acting like that shit doesn't load. It doesn't show that shit. That shit gets me mad. So I'm like, fuck. But that series already started off crazy. There's different because everyone is a standalone episode, like a mini little fucking movie. That shit is dope.
I ran across another new show on Amazon Prime since I was on Undone and got on there. Electric Sleep. It's trying to be a Twilight Zone kind of thing. And don't you know how Terrence Howard was on the red carpet and people was making fun of him? I said it's because he did the show and it probably awakened him to some stuff. Because it dealt with people sharing. They used technology to do it. But when you put on the headset, you was in somebody else's life. And then it was somebody else's life over there that was sharing your life at the same time. And it was like going back and forth. And they wanted to live in the other life. And you can choose to. But it was like you died in this life. It was wild because he was saying how the other life was better. And people was calling him crazy and stuff like that. It's a show to watch.
You seen this show called See? SEE?
No.
Oh man, that shit's dope. It's with Jason Momoa. That shit is crazy. These dudes are all blind dudes, people, the whole planet.
Oh,
Something
I got it
happened
in
on the
there.
planet that everybody's blind.
They
there's
like
only
Vikings,
fucking-
right? Well, they look
Yeah,
tall like
everybody's
Vikings.
blind and they have to survive. Dog, it's crazy how people adapted. And there's only a few people that have eyesight. That's like not a few people. There's one man. One man has
Wow.
eyesight. Yeah. And he's and he's spreading he's spreading his eyesight.
I'm gonna keep this to myself.
Nah,
twist
spill the
it,
beans.
as usual.
No, it's too late.
Yeah, no, it's not too late for your fucking.
Go on, tell your story about the man and the. Everybody grab
Give us that higher knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
Still got the Aztec dude fucking with you?
No, man, I got like all these he's talking about Naruto or something. I
Told you.
Nobody talking about Naruto. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm lying with my forehead on the table.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
Guys, missing the time I was alone with Mysterioso. No, it's fine.
Oh man, Justin, your mind is like reverberating and fucking says echoes and shit of shit. That's what it is. With smoking, DMT, and talking and shit, you hear echo of everything double.
Yeah, it's because you keep repeating yourself. Yeah.
No, it's your brain, you idiot. It doesn't repeat itself.
You've told that story about Undone like already 5 times. Oh
yeah, I do tell that shit because I gotta tell people who haven't seen it.
Yeah,
You gotta know. We gotta. But you feel like it's 100 million times because you're just tripping balls.
You told this to so many realities, bro. You don't even know.
Or Final Fantasy Advent Children. That one's a good one. The Final Fantasy CGIs are good.
Oh yeah, I don't remember the story plots, but I watched them all growing up.
Some of those things are dope, but there's certain ones that are standalone, like the Halo series, dog, the animated shit. That shit is retarded, bro. Like it makes you think about the fucking 21 Back program with this dude Corey Good.
Corey,
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think that's just
David
weird,
Wilcock.
David Wilcock.
Oh God, with the cops.
No, but this guy, David Wilcock, whatever, he thinks he's the reincarnation of whatever dude.
He does.
Dude.
Albert Casey.
Listen, all I can say about
this
the
guy,
guy,
no,
right?
listen, he always go like this. Like, yeah, I have some friends in like a secret, really secret black operative group and whatever. I cannot disclose anything, but it's really secret and shit. Like,
He trying to
He
keep
was
his
all
hype
about
around him.
2012, and then that shit didn't happen, and like he fell off for a couple years, and then he came back with, Stephen.
yeah,
Greer.
but then it's like, no, it did happen, but you didn't realize,
Well, they're expecting some kind of tomorrow. Well, maybe it did, right? Maybe this timeline, there's a infinite timeline, so anybody can go anywhere they want. So yeah, I see that, but I don't think all the fear. They even made a movie 2012. All this fucking shit happening. Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, I like movies.
You know what got me scared even more than 2012? It's like 2000 shit. Maybe you people are too young for it.
Oh, 1999 to 2000.
Yeah, like
I got the water, but I didn't really
afraid,
freak out.
They were afraid they were gonna like go nuclear. Right? Because Windows was too stupid to go to 2000. Something like that.
Justin, you were born like in 1852, right?
Yeah.
Interview with the Vampire.
But do you remember what did they call it? Nobody remembers that shit. They were afraid the world was
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I was born in '83.
operating.
that's when Fry went to the future on Futurama. But what if everything did happen? We in another reality. Like reality just ended right there, and it had to reboot.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to do this quote again. What if like 1 second ago you jumped into this reality and you adapted all the memories of this reality and you don't even know?
Like, nobody worries about it.
How do you even know you've been
We're
alive?
constantly time traveling, I think. Like, constantly.
Your whole life might be an implanted thought.
Yo, it might be every single fucking idea that we could fucking possibly think of is happening at the same time. And everything is relevant. And it's like, you don't worry about it when you jump into a video game like Grand Theft Auto, whether you're going to get shot in the head or die or whatever, because it's a game. You start off again, and you go again, and you time travel, and you fucking, and you live a new life, and it's like, dog, it's just repetitive. It's like, you can switch channels and go to another game, and it's your same avatar through the controller, controlling a different game and a different shit. But it's the same character because it's you building your character, making them even look like the character from the other game.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is like Grand Theft Auto. We got a job, and we got the freight, and we pay rent and shit. We're so stupid.
I know. I'm getting past that. I thought about that. I say, yo, when you in GTA, I don't be paying rent. I just be riding around in cars the whole time, just living out on the streets. It's dark, all right. It's gonna be morning soon.
Yeah.
They got this stuff in this where we gotta
listening
eat.
right now, life is go outside, pull somebody out of a car, drive around, fuck a prostitute, rob a bank. It's all good. Don't worry.
Is people doing it right now?
In the Wanking Wizard told you it's okay.
Yeah, like do exactly what Peter Griffin did.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
I'm actually older than Peter Griffin now. When I realized that, I was, oh shit, my life's over. He's 38. I'm 41. Man. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're a youngster.
Well, what's your age?
Just had a birthday.
Yeah, what's your age?
Why, you gonna give me a gift or something?
You are the gift.
42.
Yeah.
Y'all all around the same age.
You're from 1977, right? Or 78?
You got it. Year of the Snake, 77.
Yeah, that was a bad year, man. You know, like mine. You should have seen that coming like a long time.
Yeah. I know, it's just little brother love. I get it. You got it.
Yeah.
I know. One time I swore the person.
What?
I want to say one time I was
group
high.
transcend.
You just say the group transcend. My bad.
I said this group transcends. You got young, middle, old, older. Yeah.
Gay, lesbian, pansexual.
Okay.
Fluid gender.
Sorry, Ty.
Gender
I put
fluid.
my bread on the side.
Yeah. It's like Billy D. Williams. You hear about that shit?
No.
He said he was gender fluid.
Oh yeah, that's what. I just said it's all in the building.
I didn't say nothing like that, man. What the fuck?
Justin said worse than that.
Probably. You're too scared, man. You're all ready. You haven't lived life until you put your dick in a subwoofer, man. I'm telling you.
Or a jacuzzi tub. Jacuzzi jet.
Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking about. He probably did some things in his lifetime.
Jesus.
You never fucked a hot apple pie?
I was thinking about apple pies. That's wild you said that.
Just made one last night, man.
Save you, dude. Jesus won't save you, man.
Wow.
Yo, Ty, Justin's just a derail. He's a train wreck, bro.
You gotta retitle this the Waking Wizard Hour. The Waking Wizard Hour.
Hey, you missed like the really prophetic and really interesting shit. Now it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, she was crazy. He was going deep.
Justin,
But
have you been to Thailand?
Huh?
Have you been to Thailand?
Yeah, actually, I've been there. No, for real. It sounds like a joke.
Is it crazier than Amsterdam? Crazier than Amsterdam?
You're from Thailand, right? Well,
I'm from
somewhere in
Oakland.
the neighborhood. What? Mexico?
Yeah. I live in Taiwan.
Yeah.
The Bay Area.
Fucking
Yeah.
Thai.
I live here, but I'm not from here.
Yeah. That's what I got with Planet Earth too. But
My son's from here.
you know what about Thailand? Like Bangkok is ridiculously big,
Oh,
right? And you know what it is in Bangkok? You go to they tell you to be like looking out for scam artists trying to sell you fake shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I don't buy a Rolex at the market for 25 euros and think it's real. But in fucking Thailand, dudes, in Bangkok, they build a whole fucking shopping mall, right? And it looks like a legit motherfucking shopping mall. And you buy a fucking gold bracelet for a reasonable price in this fucking shopping mall. And then in Holland, when you're broke and you try to pawn it off, you realize it was fake. Motherfucker, son.
That's the hood for you.
This is like a real hoodie, like a real expensive
That
building.
shit, you don't see that in America, bro. You don't see no elaborate.
They were next level.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
level mall.
I just straight up front.
they were next level.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, whatever.
Just
But
up
then
with the girls, man. Just hanging out with the girls.
then I made two friends of mine fight over who could buy my gold necklace. They didn't know it was fake, but they got into a fight, and one of them was really angry at me that I didn't want to sell it to him. I told him later it was fake. Whatever. So, Thailand, Bangkok is too busy, but yeah, it's fun to see like 5 lanes of roads all stacked together with little tuk-tuk vehicles and then like an elephant passes by.
Bro, that's
Yeah,
gotta be crazy,
little-
bro. For American to go into a place like that as soon as you walk in, they're talking in their language and they're sending signals as you walk
It's
by.
like LA traffic,
like-
but then with
you're like playing.
like elephants.
That's gotta be
yeah.
crazy.
But then I
Like
went
5
to like
people on a scooter.
then I went to like Pattaya or the other one, I forgot, Phuket or something. Like not the
Yeah,
worst
by the
one,
beach.
but- Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was young still, but I like the Thailand, like the nature is dope, the food is dope, but then you see like this guy, like this 50, 60-year-old brown kid walking around in a pink Speedo with like a little kid next to him, like, yeah, that really fucks up right, man. And then you got like all these, then you go drinking, with the game, with like the nails, but then you got all these so-called bitches, but they're not bitches. They're bitches with like how do you call the Adam thing in your throat?
Adam's apple.
Adam's apple.
Yeah.
They call them lady boys.
Yeah,
Lady boy.
bitches with an Adam's apple and shoe size 47. Like, fuck with you? No, man. They're all like, look like they got AIDS and shit. Like, no.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, man.
That's what they lady
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's also dirty because they try to touch you and they try to fight. No, I don't like it.
So, Justin, when's the last time you had a seance?
Like what?
I'm just kidding. I was trying to change the subject.
I know. I actually did. Like we used to friends. We used to like use the Ouija old castle. It was fun. But I advise against that kind of shit. And if you do it, ask only silly questions. Don't ask stupid questions. Like somebody asked, like, when am I gonna die? And then the thing said next week.
And he was freaking out.
Wow. Yeah, he was scared all week. You know what I mean? He didn't die, but.
Not knowing that was just possible reality.
But it's weird though because like I remember one experience, and we're like in an old castle on like a big wooden table with a lot of cracks in it, right? And when you're playing the Ouija thing or the glass thing, you're always thinking somebody else is moving it. You know what I mean? You're always like skeptical, like somebody is just moving it. Shit. So, but then I had like this guy sitting next to me, and he asked to make it spin faster and faster and faster, and the glass shot over the table so ridiculously fast that I couldn't think it was him doing it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It was weird. That was weird. Like, it's like, you know, normally when you have like an old table and you try moving it will like stutter a little bit and shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have put one thing, try putting a finger on a glass and make a big circle and go like really, really fucking, yeah, whatever. That blew my mind.
Yeah. This shit looks funny on Ty's page. Like that little guy's talking when Justin's talking.
Yeah. I told you I want to be black, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna keep creating characters. This is the whitest guy ever. His name is Chad.
Oh shit! That's like incel code.
I didn't make this one. This one is the default ones. I made the ones in the back.
Damn.
Looks like he's from the Muppet Show or something. Or Sesame Street.
Fine. Open your mouth. Ah! Ba. It's not respawn. Or is it? Maybe I'm not lying. Shit.
I'm starting to get background. They've got the leaf blowers going on outside.
Yeah.
Whoever asked that question, have you done a seance?
Yeah.
No, I've never done a seance. I fucked with the Ouija board when I was little, and I've cleared houses of
ghosts. But are you a priest?
I'm an earth priest, I guess.
That's dope.
I was gonna say a priest in your own right. I got a Ouija board in the closet. I never used it though.
Yeah, I didn't really have any good experiences with the Ouija board. So I live right by the airport.
I know all of those things that they used to show in movies. It's something to it. It's definitely something to it. Especially Justin just saying that the thing turning around is spinning. I seen that in a lot of movies.
Yeah, it went too fast. Like I could no longer believe it. Dude next to me doing that. Like, I don't know. But then other times I realized that it was our own subconscious trying to talk. I don't know. I'm sorry.
And you just had some fucked up thoughts going on. Or thoughts that was just like Jester, like wanting to get with you, mess with you. Man. I always got it though, cause I got had in the closet for about 2 years now. So it's just sitting there as like an antique. But I said I wanted to be on mushrooms and try it one day. But now that I'm really messing with mushrooms, I'm like, I don't know now. But
get out of the closet, man.
Yeah.
What do you got?
You don't need mushrooms to go and get out of the closet.
You guys ever
Hey, I create
whatever
whatever I do. What'd you say?
You guys ever mess with any quartz crystals while you're tripping?
Well, I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I try to remind myself every time somebody bring it up.
Like, you can hold a quartz crystal now and it feels fine, but when you're tripping, to me, it felt like every part of the crystal, you were like putting your finger in its eye or like its private parts. Wow. It didn't feel good to hold it. What? Because it's like it's got its thinking stuff like on the outside of its body, not on the inside.
Yeah.
You watch
you hold it.
Hey,
yeah, that's what it felt like.
You watch Steven Universe or ever hear of it?
Steven Universe, no.
Yo, you would love it. It's a kid's show, but I'd watch everything. But it's dealing with the crystal gems, and they can take any kind of form that they want, and that's why you see them how they are now with legs and stuff when you watch it. But they are originally just like gems, and that's how they are in their regular state. But they've been here for thousands of years on Earth, like doing certain things, and they got connections to other planets, to other gems and stuff. But they and they talk about it too, how their form that they take is just a projection of their consciousness or something like that. They came up with their own terminology for the show, but it's real.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of interesting things about crystals, about holding information, amplifying it. And it makes sense though, because like how the fuck's your iPhone made, right? It's all
Yeah.
I'd say all of that is made from
crystal in
silicone.
it.
Yep. No, silicone crystals are millions of years old, at least as we say now. They older than
one
dirt.
One of the best crystals for like transmission and like talking with your inner self and guidance is the the silica crystal. You can get it in this raw form. It kind of looks kind of chunky and spiky. Or you can get
What
it in
about
these
those little bags they put in things to keep it dry? That's silica too, right?
That is silica.
Oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, don't eat
So
this.
Yeah,
Keep my
it says
mushrooms
silica,
dry,
right?
though.
Is that the same thing?
I'm gonna look
Let me
into it.
get it. Let me get that exact information.
I'm right? It's
My brain's like, where's Waldo? So.
I'm from Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I guess the little bag says silica, if I'm not remembering it wrong.
Yo, and people on trips too. Like, I was thinking of the old Constantine cartoon. Well, it's not old. It came out last year, where he was talking to the spirit of I was about St. Angeles, of Los Angeles, and it came as a form. And I was watching Spirited Within. Yoel brought it up. And she went into this other world, and the guy the whole time was the spirit of the river, or like how you know how they say spirits and stuff, but it was the spirit of the river, but it existed as another thing in another reality. But in the reality she used to, it was the river. And he's like, yeah, I knew you all my life. Like, you used to swim in me when you was younger. You lost your shoe one time. I'm just telling you how everything like has its own thing to it.
Yeah, things
His
have
personality.
consequences. I've heard a lot of stories about people smoking salvia becoming like a towel or something. Or like, you know what I mean? Or like a lamb.
No, it's this game, bro, called I Am Bread. And it's called, they made a new one called I Am Pigeon and I Am Something Else, where it's a simulator, you're just a piece of bread the whole time.
Yeah, that's what happens when you smoke stuff.
That's what they did then. I knew that's what it was.
Salvia is weird, man. I remember this story about a guy smoking salvia, and then he like came into this place with a big wheel, and on the wheel were all the lives, everybody of all these people, and then like he could literally jump into anybody who's ever smoked salvia, and then when he would jump into like such a person, he could like feel their whole lives and become that person. He was actually scared of getting lost and not jumping back to his own body. Eventually, he jumped back into his own body.
I think Yoel mentioned that before. He was saying how on Salvia, it was like a video. You can see who really playing the character. Something like that, he said. But
yeah, also, like a lot of what I hear on Salvia too is like they get onto a stage and then it seems like life was just a reality show, and they go like, yeah, you're back, ooh, yeah, and there's like this audience, and everybody's like, there's a lot of people describing that shit.
I got that off the shroom, so I can believe that.
has a good salvia story. Next time.
What currency?
Yeah, he has a good salvia.
Yeah, I only did it twice, and one time mixed with DM.
Mixed with DMs.
Yeah, I told that story, right?
Well, I didn't hear it.
No. Oh, I didn't hear it.
Okay, wait. Let me check my WhatsApp. My girlfriend's getting angry. Wait. No. Okay, cool. I can smoke more.
Yo, that was my time too. I knew she was on her way, and literally when I was done smoking it, she showed up. As soon as the come down came, I was like, yeah, I knew this was going to happen. At least I'm like prepared mentally for it a little bit.
Yeah, I once was doing DMT, and then I saw my girlfriend's face flashing through it the whole time. And then I was like, what the fuck? And I shook it off, and then later I saw that at those moments she was trying to call me on my phone. Yeah. What was I about to tell you guys? Scientology?
The salvia story.
Scientology.
You already told that one.
Yeah, I fucked that story up a little bit because whatever, it was fun, man. Salvia.
Salvia.
Right. Need to smoke a little bit. Yeah, so I have this guy, like a Russian dude. Like, I sold him some DMT, but I don't like selling DMT, so I told him how to sell DMT. or like what the fuck is that?
A car.
Sorry, things last night.
Oh, you got an elephant in the room or something. I don't know. Yeah, okay, whatever. So this Russian dude, so blah 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 blah. He's like a really big dude. When he sits on the couch, he's like a black hole, like whatever. He's like really fat. It doesn't matter. So he.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that's the story.
Tell it.
Come on. Yeah, so he had like this little bag. He had like this bag, and he told me it was like 20x salvia, DMT, copy leaf, whatever, Changa with salvia, right? So I didn't want to push out, and I didn't want to let him know pussy or something, right? So I put a little bit of the shit in my pipe, and I just lighted. I just wanted to fake him out a little bit, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna pretend to be in hyperspace and then tell him, yeah, it was amazing. You know what I mean? So, but I took a little hits, and it was like really gummy bear like, man. It's like, you know, like really gummy bear. What? I don't even know why I'm telling this story. So whatever, I was like doing that for like 2 minutes. The visuals weren't really scary. It was just a little bit different. And then like after a few minutes, I was like, yeah, now I can open my eyes, look the guy in the eye, and pretend I had like this really profound trip, like a real psychonaut. You know what I mean? Like, and then I opened my eyes, dude. Like, fuck! The whole room was dripping, man, like Nutella, man. Everything was dripping. The curtains were dripping on the floor, and there on my couch is this big Russian dwarf-looking dude, man. Like a fucking wizard dwarf, man. Shit. But it was funny, though. I was laughing the whole time. But, yeah, there was some powerful stuff because I only took, like, a real small hit. Yeah, I don't know. You asked.
Did you look him in the eyes?
Yeah, of course. Because... looked at each other. No, he was looking at me like, yeah. You know, I was like, yo, dude. You look so ridiculous right now. He looked like from the Lord of the Rings, one of the dwarfs. But then imagine him fat as a black hole.
A hobbit or a dwarf? The dwarf with the beards?
Yeah.
Fucking nerd. It's all the same.
No, it's not the same.
No, dwarf.
That was harsh.
The fact that you know what a nerd is.
I'm
Yeah, he's the biggest nerd.
Yeah.
I am a nerd.
The biggest one.
I am. Like the last few weeks, I've been falling asleep listening to people bitch about Batwoman or whatever. I listen to these nerds the whole time because I can fall asleep to it. I love it when they're bashing like the Last Jedi and shit. I love it. Whatever. I'm a nerd. You know,
Thanks for letting me know.
Well, yeah, so the song, yeah, man, it was, I don't know, I pushed out a little bit. I did Salvia twice. What the fuck is this shit?
Somebody's dropping deuces, sounds like.
Huh?
What?
Diarrhea.
I was trying to catch who it was, but everybody just muted their mic at the same time, so I can't tell.
That's a good score for the story in the background.
Whatever, Salvia, it scares me more than DMT, man.
And that's crazy because places where weed's illegal, they sell that shit in the store.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can buy it in Holland too. It's totally legal.
McKenna said that scared him the most.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
Yeah.
You get so disassociated. It's weird, man. It's weird.
I want to know the personality it develops after you do it a while. Like, I don't know nobody that done salvia, like how people smoke or do psychedelics. Everybody I talk to that done it, that talk about it, say they only done it like a couple times. But the person in this documentary, he was growing it. I was like, yo, what he up? What's in his mind? Do he even go outside anymore?
Which one? The guy from Levy smokes salvia and do gardening. Dude.
It was some YouTube video. It's just in my memory now.
Yeah.
You ever see Daniel Tosh smoke salvia and try to eat a bunch of saltine crackers? That shit was hilarious. It's fucking goofball.
Was it a skit or he really did it?
He really did it. He's like, I'm gonna fucking do the saltine challenge, see how many I can pound down in a minute, but I'm gonna smoke salvia first.
That's trying to kill yourself right there.
You guys know Ari Shafir? You know this dude?
Yeah.
Comedian.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah. Look him up, dude. Salvia Ari Shafir. He has an interesting story.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy, too. So
He
now
did
I'm
it
seeing the
live,
similarities
man. He did it
between
live.
him. He did it
He
twice?
did it live. Yeah, but do you remember the story about him like living a life for 30 years underwater and shit with a wife and a kid?
Whoa. I did hear that story. It's real familiar.
Yeah, you can see him live. He like comes back and he's trying to grasp for air, and they think he's suffocating, but it was actually because he wasn't used to breathing air anymore. He was just living underwater for 30 years.
I be thinking about the people in the loony. I was thinking about this. The people in the psychiatric wards and stuff. I really do see them now in this reality as people that probably jumped to this reality or came here from somewhere else, and they really was freaking out and they like got caught.
Yeah, that can happen. And like people with multiple personalities too, they're just glitching the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're living all these probable selves in the same timeline.
I wonder how that feels. Just kidding.
You raped the Matrix. You probably got some stories and shit.
I got a fucking ton of fucking personalities, all that bullshit. I've been diagnosed with all that stupid shit. But, oh well.
Hey, bro.
I live my life. It's like an adventure every day sometimes, and some days I just want to just lay down and not do shit, but I get up and do it anyway.
Yeah.
People think mental illness takes some people out of the game totally, which it does, but
It might take you out of the social game, but you know what I mean? You still have to do your own journey.
I like taking psychedelics and chilling in nature and stuff now. I lived a fast life for so damn long. I sold heroin for 20 years, doing 30 bags a day of just heroin, doing crazy shit, non-stop fast life. So now I'm just happy I'm alive and take shrooms and go out and fish. And I'm not a fucking vegetable. Because I used to self-medicate from with the heroin. That's why I was doing so much, and that's why I got involved with it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
Any of your friends make it out of it with you?
Well, most of my friends, like that I grew up with, I think there's one alive. Yeah, two of them are alive still.
All my friends are dead. Right?
Yeah, basically.
You know?
Yeah.
I got
Turbo Negro.
Huh?
That's who does that song, Turbo Negro. It's the name of the band.
Hey, RTM, how'd you meet that dude? That pharmacology kid? Like, how'd you meet up with him?
Which one?
Maybe the Matrix.
Like, are you talking to me?
Yeah, like the one that taught you all that shit.
The chemist?
Yeah.
He just came out of nowhere. Like, I rented a room off this girl, and across the street was this guy, and he comes over one morning, and he's like, "Hey, nice to meet y'all and shit." we're hanging out, and he's talking about music and what he does, and he DJs and all this stuff, and he's like, does anyone like GHB? And I was like, I've never tried it, but I'll try it.
Yeah, you're the only one online who knows that shit. Nobody here knows what it is. Yeah, that's dope.
And I fucking...
Nah, I heard about GHB.
Yeah.
I go in his house, bro, and he's got fucking a whole entire chemistry lab in his kitchen. And he's telling his mom, shut the fuck up, and all this stuff. Like, it's
sounds like
just bullying his mom doing a chemistry project, you know?
I'm gonna put it in the Discord if I can find it.
Yeah. But he was making all kinds of different stuff, and it was pretty neat. And then he said, you know what? I'm gonna go back to California, and then that was it. After that, no one ever seen him again. And then I heard a couple months ago that he died.
Sounds like Chris.
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't
Matter
fuck
fact,
with the
this the video right
GHB
here,
people.
bro.
But don't do
I
it.
just saw this shit a couple days ago when it dropped.
Huh?
I'm gonna put it in the general. The GHB video.
GHB?
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's really addictive. It's like even harder to kick off. It's not worth it, man. You're gonna fucking die with your own tongue in your mouth in the fucking
You always have that shit. You always
I put it in your general too, just
Cool.
I put it in your general.
GSB, you know what it is? It's fucking rim cleaner, bro. Yeah,
For real?
Really?
Yeah, man.
That shit crazy.
It's like GBL. It's like
hydroxy. Yeah.
Yeah, the media always be propaganding that with football players putting that in people's drinks and shit.
Yeah, that's
Ben
the
Roethlisberger,
old
Janikowski.
stuff. It's a real big problem
Your
with all
body
that, man.
naturally,
Hey, Courtney.
It's a real big problem with
body
all that.
naturally produces. Your body naturally produces GBL.
Really?
It's not big amounts. Yeah.
I've seen I've
That's
seen people go crazy on this stuff. You should stay away from it, man. Really addictive.
I only did it with that chemist guy a couple times just because I never tried it. But
Aren't you in, like,
come
Amsterdam?
over every morning.
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, I'm not trying to get into
Ain't it like a party drug over there?
Yeah, well, it started like a date rape drug. You know what I mean? You slip it in somebody's drink, but now crazy to just take it
It's
themselves.
got something to the female hormones where it makes them pass out.
Yeah, it makes you a little bit horny, and if you mix it with amphetamines, you can have a good time. But it's really, really addictive. It's like heroin. It changes your fucking body, and you need this shit. So don't do it. Just don't. And if you do too much, you go into a coma. If you do too much, you go into a coma and you die. If you drink too much alcohol with it, you're gonna die in your own fucking vomit. It's not worth it.
Especially if you're around guys who don't know what the hell they're doing. This dude knew what he was doing. He had each dose measured in little syringes. And
Yeah, you have to be like a professional.
yeah, he was like a pro, bro, and all that shit. He was fucking smart.
Yeah, I get it. There's someone who's smart. Yeah, most
That
people-
shit is. I definitely could see what you're saying. I could have got addicted to that stuff easily.
Yeah,
It was
like there's this
felt like
there's
within
this
2 minutes, I felt amazing.
There's this documentary, right? And the first episode is kind of funny because there's this guy with 3 women in like rabbit furry suits, and they're doing GHB and amphetamines. I'm like, yeah, I might want to try that. You know, they probably fuck for 48 hours, 60 hours, I don't know. But then you see the guys who are trying to get off it, and they can't. They can't, man. They're acting like lunatics, and they can't kick it off. They can't. They just go kaput.
Yep, I was reading it now. They said when you combine it with like alcohol and Xanax, like diazepams and stuff, they get real addictive. They bond to the
for
GABA
me, like I'm
receptors.
somebody who's always want to take more, and with this stuff, I'll probably just do so much I'm never gonna wake up again.
Yeah, if they attach to your GABA receptors, that's just like alcohol. You just gonna want to do it. Yeah, you're gonna want to do it again once it goes away. Just get that
if you do
numbing
too much, you
feeling
get
for a
into
bit.
coma, man. You're gonna fall asleep, you're gonna never wake up. And if you do wake up, you're gonna find out your asshole is a little bit bigger than it was the night before. Oh shit.
Yeah, he was addicted to it. He was addicted to it. He always had a beaker on the counter with one of those stir bars in it, with a magnet stir bar going with a batch GHB. Always.
Yeah, you take the GBL, you put it with the drainage cleaner, and get the top layer, and take it
and spin it. Let it spin. It would spin with a magnetic stir for like 2 days, and all the fucking other fumes and chemicals come out of it. That shit is crazy.
Yep.
It's fucking rim cleaner.
Yep. They say you can drink it like just straight. They can say you can drink the GBL straight, but it hurts.
You can't, because your body converts it to GHB when it's too much. That's why people get sick. It's a crazy, crazy thing. What? This dude was making mad tryptamines that were cool as shit, bro.
Yeah.
No, I was just reading about the.
Who was doing cocaine? Somebody was doing cocaine. I can hear it. Like somebody snorted some shit. Who did that?
No, I just called outside, dog.
Yeah, whatever.
No one's dripping.
I'm like a shark, man. I gotta like drop the cocaine. I can smell it from 500 kilometers.
It's like, don't say it unless you got some.
Yeah. I hate cocaine, man. But yeah, if you got some, I'll do it. It's so stupid.
I paid for it one time.
This old man said, I hate cocaine, but I love the way it smells.
Yeah.
That's somebody that's been doing it for years. Years.
I hate it, man. But if you put out a little envelope right now, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna think it's gonna be great, and then
Wait, I just got what you said, Trip.
You heard that's it?
I just got it. That went over my head for a second.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Fuck cocaine. Dope, though.
Anytime I think of cocaine now and stuff, I be thinking of that comedian Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I listen to a lot of him and listen to his stories, his coke days.
Yeah, my best friend who's dead right now. Like, this guy, fuck. Man, I remember him one time, like, he had his whole life, blah, blah. Sure. Whatever. I hadn't seen this guy in, like, a long time, and we used to go to all these hardcore parties doing dope and whatever, right? And I haven't seen him in, like, a long time. And he used to be skinny, long hair, like a cockroach, Croatian dude, whatever. So he drives up to my house, and now he's fat and bald, and he looks like an accountant and shit, whatever. So this guy was fat and bald. He didn't do any drugs anymore. He only took some painkillers for his back. And he was like totally religious and shit. And he was totally the opposite, right? And then he did drugs one time with me. And then like 2 weeks later, this dude, he shows up at my front door. And he's like wearing this black Versace pants, black long Versace coat, you know what I mean? Like with a Matrix glasses on, like like fucking Lord of War again. And he comes up to my kitchen. He takes off the fucking glasses, and I swear, dude, this guy had like you know your American football players, you know, like the black thing beneath their eyes. He had that shit, but it was like real from cocaine, you know what I mean? And he was like, Justin, Justin, you need to help me, man. I need to stop this shit. So he goes with his hands in his pockets, and there's like little envelopes flying around in my kitchen, man, like 20 gram, 30 gram, whatever, of this fucking cocaine, you know what I mean? Like empty and full bags. Like, man, you gotta help me, man. I gotta clean this car. I borrowed it from my girl's boyfriend. And we get in the car, and the whole car was like, like fucking somebody had like the, you know, the sugar powder, like all over the fucking car, man. This is ridiculous, man. Fucking asshole. I knew I shouldn't have done drugs with him, you know what I mean? He was, yeah, fuck. This guy, man.
People got access to stuff.
He had no borders, man. But this guy was ridiculous because he was the greatest scam artist alive, man. You can put him in his fucking underwear in Swahili or something, you know what I mean, with nothing. And the same evening he would be chilling in the discotheque with like 20 people around him and like 5,000 euros in his pocket. You know what I mean? This guy, man, he could talk your money out of your pocket, like, yeah. He would ask money from you, like 10 euros, right? And then when you come to ask to get the money back, he would say like, nah, yeah, well, whatever. If you give me 20 more, I'm gonna give you 50 tomorrow. And then when you're gonna come for the 50, he's gonna take another 100 out of your pocket. This guy was. He was such an asshole, man. I love him. He's dead now.
My dad used to run car dealerships, bro, for Toyota. They would send them to Toyota dealerships that weren't selling so many cars, and he'd bring the numbers up for the dealership. But he would do an ounce every 2-3 days. He'd have an ounce of coke. My dad. He's a wild man with that shit, too. But he was functional, and he was successful, and he was very fucking... he was smart, especially fucking...
Yeah.
Pop the money right out of your pocket, like.
Yeah, my friend is ridiculous, man. We always went to the city with fucking no money, and like within like 1/2 hour in the city, we would meet somebody at a falafel tent who would like pay our ticket to like a house party. We never met the guy before, and then I never seen the guy for the rest of the evening anymore. And then my friend is like at the bar with like 1,000 euros in his pocket. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, like, he could do that shit. He was a true hustler, man. But he hustled himself. That's the problem. People start believing their own lies and then they get lost. Yeah, Vincent. We love you, asshole.
Fucking cocaine was crazy, dude, in Florida.
I was just thinking about when you was talking about the guy getting money and he was into cocaine and stuff. I was thinking about depending on what kind of substance you do, it comes with the lifestyle and it's all your choices, infinite realities, blah blah blah. But it seems like
we used to do it with weed too, man. He was like this. He was like this at fucking at like the basic school. I don't know how you call it when we were like 7 years old or 8 years old. He would always be like, yeah, man, I got all the toys and the Star Wars shit. I got everything, man. I got everything. And then you would come to his house. He wouldn't have shit. You were like, fuck you, dude. You fucking liar.
Oh, wow.
But then, like, if you go to him the next time, he would have everything. You know what I mean? It's so fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
Just borrowed it from somebody else.
It come with the lifestyle, though. Because it seemed like with this the DMT stuff, even the stuff happening now, I was just talking about it. Now, the next couple days, it's just changing real fast. Like, it's wild. And I was thinking even with weed back in the day, how I always used to have at least, people used to say, man, how you broke but got money for weed? Like, you always just do.
Yeah. That's what I tell people if they say, I'm going to stop smoking weed to get more money. No. You're not going to get that money. You know, the 10 euros a day is not going to come. It came because you needed the fucking weed. You know what I mean? That's how it works, man. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. You get whatever you want.
He's like, what do you want? What is your focus on? Like, yep.
Sex.
Hey, it is. You can't deny that.
When I'm on amphetamines, I always think like sex is the only thing we're alive.
You said that sex is the only reason we alive?
Yeah. Like, man.
That sounds like the beginning of something. Like something about to happen just because of that statement.
Yeah, AIDS. Yeah, but look, you only stop sex because you come and then you're done with it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like with amphetamines, you're never done with it. So the only thing you want to do is fucking have sex. Everything else makes no sense anymore.
I was thinking about that because I never did amphetamines, but I was thinking about the orgasm and how short it is, and I was like, yo, this feels like this whole experience feels like the mushroom experience that I was having, like certain parts of it, like the ecstasy of it, and feeling good, but it's, you know what I mean.
Like what I'm gonna say right now is like totally not true and shit, but like I think I'm like wanked off for 36 hours straight, man. Like I feel like I've been coming the whole time, man. I'm not even fucking exaggerating, man. Like
you're like the 13th person I've heard say that.
Yeah, man. You just take a little bit of elastic or something, wind it fucking dick so it stays hard. You can wait for 36 hours, man. And then it's like a trap, man. You need to fucking come. And then when you do come, you're gonna do it again.
That's too much of a mission. That's a mission.
Yeah. And after 36 hours, you're gonna get... After 36 hours, you're gonna get paranoid too. You're gonna think, oh, man, you know, video cameras coming and your neighbors talking about you, but you gotta keep fucking I'm sorry.
That's how the meth is, man. The people down here that do it, they say a lot of them say the same thing. I'll fuck my girlfriend like 9 times, and then I'll jerk off for another 12 hours in front of the computer. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, man. That's the shit. And then you're 3 days later, you lost 6 kilos, you haven't eaten, you haven't drank, and then the fucking schizophrenia starts kicking in.
For sure.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. And
you're like
people around here are running
yourself.
around all psychotic because of meth.
Yeah, man. Like, I thought my girlfriend was a prostitute, right? I thought I found her on the fucking escort site. She was in college and I was like fucking calling her on the phone. Are you a prostitute, bitch? Yeah, it was fun. Whatever. That's another story now. Amphetamines is maybe the most powerful hallucinogenic areas. Because it's so real.
After the first day.
You ever do ketamine?
Huh?
You ever do ketamine?
After the first day of being awake.
No, not yet. I've seen some guys who I've seen do a lot of drugs, and when they did ketamine, I was like, oh man, no, I'm not gonna do it. But I might do it.
Most best things ever. Ketamine.
Yeah, I hear like mixed thoughts about it. Like some people love it, some people hate it.
Bro, for my mental health, I wanted to fucking do it for the rest of my life. I never felt like that before.
Yeah, they put it in clinics now for therapy.
Yeah, no, it's so crazy. All the drugs I used to do in the 90s at raves and shit fucking are now being used for psychotherapy. That's
you had
insane.
doctors at those same raves that grew up to be doctors. They're like, yo, I was at this rave one time.
How can we make this stuff legal? The only drug that ever made me a better person is fucking DMT. Maybe mushrooms was just too long ago. I was just using it as a party drug. DMT definitely made me a better person.
It saved my life and changed me for sure. It made me better.
Why? Why?
Dude,
because I saw that hell probably was a real shape up or they're gonna punish my ass. That's one part of it. If I'm honest. I don't know. After smoking DMT, my real world problems just seem small. I just want to be nice. I just want to be nice.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, it's like I got what I was looking for.
So I'd be all over the place all the time, and then just always crazy, everything chaotic. And then once I did DMT, the hard drugs stopped, the fucking crazy thoughts slowed down. So it just gets better and better. It's a fucking good thing.
Yeah.
You're saying, Ty?
Oh, no, I was just tagging in what you were saying. That it, I don't even remember now.
my damn phone or something lags because every time, I don't know, every time I be talking, I hear someone else shut up and I don't know, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, it does it on this side too. When you talk and say like 3 words, it goes out and then comes back in and then goes back out like 3 words later. But I still hear everything you're saying though. It's like you punching into the Discord reality and then punching back out.
I started making videos like you suggested, huh?
Yeah, the walking around in the cow fields.
Yeah. I'll send you one. Discord.
All right. Oh, Discord probably gonna say it's too big of a file. You probably could upload a Google Drive or something and share the link.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Missy, also, you still here?
Yeah, I think you.
Right, listen, in more
Yo.
time.
Yo.
Faggot. What's going on? Just listen to y'all. No, just wondering if you're still here. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Ozo's the fucking man.
Yeah, man. Just all of us being like family is the shit. Is really what it is. That's just.
I told my doctor yesterday that shit is like therapy to me, and I was pissed off that I had to see her yesterday and missed the fucking live.
Take you into some matrix therapy away from real therapy or experience.
She said. I told her about the idea of making videos and stuff, and she's like, "That shit is cool, yeah, as long as it makes you happy, keeps you busy." I said, "Yeah."
Is she hot?
Oh no, dude! Oh god, dude! Like, you know how someone can say something fucked up and you can picture it? You're like, "Oh, why'd you say that?" This lady, you can't. Your brain won't even allow you to get that fucking picture. That's how bad it is.
Yes.
Says, no way. No, because if you think about it, you're gonna die on the spot. Like, that's how bad she is. But she's smart as fuck.
Yeah, but she'd be understanding whatever you do, right?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah, whip out your dick.
She don't understand why I like to be alone now. I like to isolate and be alone in nature and shit like that now, but she don't understand how fast I was living. You know what I mean?
I get the isolation part. I love it, but you have to like mix it up a little, or you go. Oh. I guess it's not good, but now you have like this option, like the Discord. But it's not good to like be alone with your own thoughts for too long. It's good for a while, like being introspective, but yeah, it's not. You have to have other voices in you too, like other people's opinions. You know what I mean? It can get pretty crazy if you only have discussion with yourself.
Hey, bro, you gotta be careful.
What?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Cool, bro. I fucking lagged.
Who wants to say something about being careful? Please finish that.
No, I was gonna say black again. I was gonna say, like, I was talking to my brother the other day, and he's a Marine, and he was saying that one of his veterans buddy was seeing a psychiatrist, and supposedly he was like just saying like, "Oh, you're pretty" or something like that, and she was like, "You think so? Let's go out then, right?" So supposedly, like they went out and they went to go pick her up, and she was like, "We just stay at the house, right? So get this over with." So they just smash, right? And then he said, to make a long story short, he said he was chilling at her house one day, and she gave him some tea, right? And he drank it, and he was starting to feel kind of funny, and he's like, "What's up with this tea?" And she's like, "Oh, it's ayahuasca."
What?
You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she dosed him with ayahuasca. Yeah, and then they did that like the first 10 minutes of the first date. She was ready. She was like, "I want to get this out the way." Yeah. I guess it was like weeks later when she dosed him with the ayahuasca. And I think he's still fucking with her.
I was one of those 13-year-olds that got fucked by his teacher, but I didn't tell her she was fine.
Yeah.
I had a teacher when I was 13, man, and she's like, "Why don't you come over to my house for math tutoring?" I said, "Okay." We ended up smashing when I was fucking 13, bro. And you think I was telling anyone that shit? Hell no. The teacher was fine as hell. Shit went on for about 8 months, and then my dad's job changed. We had to move. And her fucking husband was a cop.
Shit.
Yeah. Fucking
You did it right. You kept your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they be on the news telling. It's crazy.
No, you leave.
Because, when you're 13, 14, you're ready to roll.
So.
Guys are losing you.
It's been lost.
It's a blue ray, Justin.
Justin lost his train a long time ago.
Yeah, it got too busy here, man. We were like really deep, and then we got
How you feeling, Justin? You feeling jet lagging now after all them damn Changa trips?
I'm still smoking, bro.
Oh, you still smoking? That's what's up, man.
Yeah, it's on my.
You feel the warm embrace of coming back finally after so long of a break?
Yeah, man. I needed this day with you faggots.
The day to remember.
Oh, man, this dude is crazy.
Remember.
Yeah, but it's funny how the DMT can make you really relax really quickly and really give you back your energy of life.
It's better than Valium.
Yeah, probably.
I be having some hard times during the day, and I don't even gotta go in. I just take one puff of that shit. Fucking calm. After that, for the rest of the day. Like if someone be doing something dumb, piss me off. If I go out, I'll come home.
Yeah,
it's just like take fucking zap. It's just like it. Just calm down. Even fast you can take it.
Sorry.
Justin, you're smoking some weak ass fucking Changa, bro. If you're still out of your mind.
Huh?
You're smoking some weak ass Changa if you're still out of your mind, bro.
Yeah, no, I like it that way.
You're just off the rail, you know what I mean? You're going off road on us, bro. You get into Tourette's and shit, you know? You just randomly say some shit like balls. Out of nowhere.
Faggot.
Yeah, this is a constant theme with you.
Yeah, no, but everybody was talking, so I started to escape into my own mind,
To your own craziness.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I keep doing.
Yo,
I gotta keep reminding myself to talk. I got this
What's up
camera
with
thing looking at me too.
How deep, yo, Justin, when you go into the Changa and you're doing it, right? What's up with what you're seeing, the visuals and shit, when you keep your eyes closed, how on a scale, like, can you like how real is the shit? Is it crisp 100% HD?
Like
or
right now?
Is it, yeah, or is it faded or like fades out in and out?
Right now it's more like I'm stoned or something. Like, yeah, it's not really that. How do I say it? Yeah, it's like low. I don't know. Dude, some it. But normally with the pure DMT, it's like HD graphics, like 16-bit HD. I call it. I don't know. With the Changa, it's a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Sketchy, a little bit more. Not so clear. I don't know how to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
With pure DMT, it's more straight, not straight lines, but everything is like clear boundaries, clear. Yeah. Yeah. But right now, I'm not really seeing. Maybe I need to smoke some more. Oh no.
Put that in the backwood.
Put it in the backwood.
That's what I'm saying. Your chemistry is buns, bro. You're fired. Fucking. You're not even making strong Changa, bro. You need more. Yo, man up, bro. Make a fucking missile joint that's gonna permanently kill your faggot ass. You know?
Come back and haunt you, Ozo. Come back and haunt you.
Yes, let's do this. I need somebody to fuck with when I'm on my trips.
I gotta do that next time. I haven't tried that shit.
Sorry, I'm out for a second, guys. Talk with yourself.
Alright, bro. Was that Justin?
Yeah, that was just.
He probably about to go deeper.
But that's the good thing, though.
Uh-huh.
Done it so many times. No matter what happens, you'll be back.
When you hear that calling, you just gotta do it. Cause it's you was mentioning before how the salvia show you how much the and even DMT mushrooms too, if you can like admit it a lot to it though, how much like when you hear how much you like you fake, not faking, but like you know that this is just one of the plays that you playing out. And you gotta like stay connected to that. Connected to that. Well, you don't have to, but the DMT puts you connected to those feelings. And back, Yolanda was saying earlier, I just don't want to ignore it. She was talking about the person in 8th grade. Yeah, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Somebody in 8th grade doing and sleeping with the teacher. He probably it's all.
Yeah.
What's she talking about? He said he hit it for 8 months or so. Like,
Yeah.
I hit it about 6 times within 8 months.
yeah. Sound like he was more than ready.
No, Lawanda was talking about somebody else. She's in the chat. She had a teacher. She said she knew of a teacher that she was going through a lot, taking her issues and stuff out like on the kid, because she like knew what she was going through personally. I'm just guessing. But yeah,
From
the stage thing was
perspective, you put a lot on the line.
Yeah, it is a lot on the line. Especially when the news get involved.
Yeah.
What I wonder is how she chose me and how she knew I'd keep my fucking mouth shut.
I don't know. She probably like, I was like you.
Bro, what do you mean? She's a cougar, bro. They're skilled at catching prey.
Right. House at the right moment.
She wasn't a day over 22 or 23, bro.
Yeah, but she was still advanced from you. She was advanced over your ass.
Yeah.
I came close to that when I was in 9th grade. There was a teacher, I was gonna say her name, Mary. Well, yeah, to me, nothing happened. Teacher Liz. But she was young. She was like 22, 20, probably younger than that. She was a new teacher. It was an English class, and she used to give me free skateboards. Her boyfriend was black, too. He was a skateboarder and stuff, and I was skating a lot around that time. I got a 99 in her class, like, overall average. Everybody was like, how you get that? And my parents used to ask questions and stuff. I was like, there's nothing going on. She'd give me shirts. She probably was testing me. So she never went that far.
That's what
You ever spend any after school time?
Yeah. She was from Spain. She was nice, too. She was nice looking, everything. Like, I knew what I was feeling. But not really. She probably knew. Y'all know how it is. That's a whole conversation. Cougars and stuff. Just older people. I be like, they really bored, though. They really bored.
The kids that the kids that tell on the teachers was to approach them in like a creep ass way or some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause it wasn't like that with me. That was hitting on her shit.
There's no L in there. Hey, Rudy, calm down.
Like, there's stories where the teacher was with
He was. My dad wasn't good with women, you know what I mean? He was an asshole. That's where I heard
Rudy.
about
Hey.
He already got over it. We just hyped because we
No, but I didn't mean to scream over you. Let me just mute this real quick.
Rudy said, "This is my crib, fool."
What kind of dog is Rudy?
He's a man, we don't even know. It's a Chihuahua mix. That's what it came, but it's a beagle. When we took him to the vet again, they looked at his ears and stuff, so they said it's like a beagle mix, even more than a Chihuahua, cause he's not small. Like, people think he's still a puppy growing up, but that's just the size he's gonna be for the rest of his life.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he's like a medium small dog.
Yeah, he was barking like he was hella serious.
Yeah, no, he got an old man attitude. He definitely got an old man attitude, like he was on the streets. I'd be like, where you come from? But he adjusted a lot. That's my bro.
Was he from the streets, a stray?
It seemed like it, because it seemed like he was, like, they say that he came from a house, but I was watching a Family Guy an episode of Family Guy, and they was talking about how they wasn't talking about it, they just presented how sometimes at pet adoption agencies, they'll make up stories. So I think they made up a story and they found him on the streets or something, because he was used to, like, eating anything. He kept trying to he was comfortable with running away from the house and coming back. Y'all still trying to get that in check. He be like, man, I'll be back. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, he got an old soul about him. Like, he know how to survive, and he had to learn to be happy and to be settled down and stuff. Like, he was way different last year. I rescued him when they had the fire over there in Paradise, which was close to me, and everything burnt down. So I was like, oh, I want a dog. So he was a case, but it's like I'm working with myself, working with him. Especially the mushrooms be showing me that, and the way that I'm work with him is like a way that I'm working with an inner self, inner personality of me. Like, cause that's what I say. He like rough, calm, always trying to get out and do this and do that. And I'm like, yo, that is me, and like that's a part of me that I was sheltering, and that's why he came in the first place. And now that he here, now it's time to play this balance game out. Just it seemed like it's something I'm supposed to be doing in this game in order to get like we be saying with the mushrooms sometimes, like get a checkpoint, like get a trophy in PlayStation. Like you do this to win a trophy. It don't really mean nothing, but it means something when you play in the PlayStation world and stuff like that.
Yeah, it means
feels
something,
good.
man. Like Yeah, my wife had a dog before I met her, and like I learned a lot about myself taking care of him because I never had a dog before. Cause he was like crazy, like gangster dog. And I said, I was thinking like that kind of maybe represents some aggression I had in my life, you know, and I had to like really look at it as I'm training myself too. So he showed me a lot. Now we got 3 dogs, you know. So. All have different personalities too.
They do. My own neighbor next door, he has 2 pit bulls, but they like 2 pits that I never seen before, cause they not aggressive. Like they real cool. Like one of them just want to chase the ball all the time. And
Philly pits.
Yeah, I'm used to Philly pits. My girl said I'm used to like them street fighting and stuff. But these they like actual cared for and still a beast at the same time. And one of them is like a gentle. Yeah. They both girls too, which is why one of them is gentle and all calm and like don't like to really run. The other one, once you throw the ball, she on it. It's like it's like a wild animal how much she lock on to the ball. But they seem just like my neighbor. They like it's like when he around them and they around, I'm like, yo, this is Brad right here. Like, but he just don't yeah, he just don't exhibit that personality all the time, but I can tell like that's him. Like that's straight up him.
Timid, but still.
Timid but still willing to go at it. Cuz they don't like small dogs all the time still.
They cool with your dog?
Yeah, they had to get used to it. They had to be friends because the big dog Sweets that like to lock on the balls and stuff. She don't like small dogs and she don't like female dogs all the time. But luckily mine's is a male. But we got him along.
Yeah, that's good. Pit bulls were known as the nanny dog. Like they used to take care of like kids and stuff in the family. Like back in the 20s and 30s, you see the old pictures of the pit bulls, the babies and stuff.
Yeah. That's how it feel like the other one, Roxy, is. The one I said that's a little more gentler than Sweets. She'll just come up to you. I used to go hiking with them when I didn't have my dog, and we used to just walk around in the woods. He wanted to show me around Chico when I first moved here. And when I was on mushrooms one time and was hiking with her, she would like stop when I stopped. On a rock, well, she would stop ahead of me to make sure. Can you go get her, please? She would stop ahead of me to make sure that I was catching up with her. Like she wouldn't go too far, or like it seemed like she was there to make sure I was able to lean on her because she's real sturdy in order to like get past a certain point. It was like a real mother essence, just like you said. Like she was there in another way in the ether space, the astral space, and in here at the same time.
Right. Yeah, because they're different than my dog. My dogs are Taiwanese dogs. They're called Formosan Mountain Dogs.
Mountain dogs? What's that?
Yeah, they're called Formosan Mountain Dog.
I'm about to look up a picture.
It's a Taiwanese dog. Taiwan is called Formosa. And they're like a combination of like a cat and a dog. They're really primal dogs. Like if you see like a village somewhere, like in India or something, like a wild dog look. Like slender, athletic, kind of medium size. And they're really loyal.
You said is it a Bernese Mountain Dog? I've lost it. Google confused.
Yeah, that's weird that you know that shit too. That you know that's
Formosan Mountain Dog.
A lot of people don't know about the nanny dog. And none of that shit. They don't know about the fucking and in Asia, the dogs that come from out there from China and Asia are the first dogs on the planet. Like they're original dogs.
You're right.
Like fucking like even my Pomeranian that we got, he's primal as fuck. Dog, he's the same as an Akita, but a micro. He's a micro Akita. Is what a Pomeranian actually is. You know what I'm saying? And an Akita is actually a wolf. Is actually stronger than a wolf. Will fuck a wolf up. And fucking It's got the most DNA. Akita and Chow Chow have like the most DNA compared to a wolf. Like they're the closest relatives.
Yeah, the Chow Chow came up when I typed in Mountain Dog Taiwan.
Yeah, they have that in them. Yeah, and then there's a one called the Shinu Ibu. I think I probably pronounced it wrong, but that's a really primal dog, like a smaller, kind of looks like a wolf husky mix.
Arch got one. They all look like it's a Pomeranian, but different sizes with different length coats. Bigger and smaller. All look like a bigger or smaller version of the Akita, skinnier or more muscular. The Akita's just the most muscular out of all of them, but they're all the same exact dog, mind frame and everything. They all think they're Akitas. And the fucking and the crazy shit is they got one that's mixed with the fucking Mastiff, and that's just the Tibetan Mastiff, and that shit is a fucking beast, like a fucking bear dog. Like she's a lion dog. Like she's crazy, bro. Dogs are the shit, though, man. Dogs are the shit. Yeah. They're really connected to us in a way that's beyond, bro. Unless you have a dog and raise a dog, when you realize that shit, it's like you feel like it's a soulmate, dog. Every dog that you bring into your life, dog, is like another soulmate, dog. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. I be saying whoever playing his character, they sitting right next to me in the other rim, like, oh yeah, we gonna be, I'm gonna be the dog.
See, people like Missy and Ty, they know how to. You can't treat a dog like it's an accessory. Most people don't realize you have to spend a lot of time with them, especially when you first get them. You know, like you just can't. You gotta spend time with them.
You gotta have at least a fucking 2-week break from work to get a puppy and break him into the house and give him his territory of where he can and can't go and where he's supposed to use the bathroom before you know what I'm saying? Get them used to what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I went when I first got Rudy, I had to go to Philly for 2 weeks or something like that, and I wasn't used to dogs. So I had a cat. So I was like, oh, he gonna be cool. My neighbor gonna come in and check in on him and stuff like that. Man, he said he barely came outside. And it was only about a week. And he barely came outside to do anything. We had to clean up the house a lot afterwards. But the mushrooms were showing me, and just me being sensitive to the situation more and more and feeding back on, I was like, yo, he really was heartbroken. Like, yo, where the fuck did y'all go? Like, I was like, what? I was like locked in a box with nothing to do, nobody to talk to. I was like, never again. I said, I'm one of them dog people now. It's this show called Bruno that y'all have to watch. And Ozo, you will love this show. It takes place in New York, and it's this tight-knit guy, but he loves his dog. And they it's a comedy, but it plays off in a way where you really gotta know about dogs and stuff in order to get the comedy, because it's so subtle. So like, he was walking up to the corner with his dog, and another guy walked up to the corner too. And they both like odd at each other dogs, and they have this thing where they try to see who dog can sit like more responsive and lay down. And then they get into girls that just like them for their dog and wanting to bring the dog into the store, and the store owner saying that dog would never. It's funny. I don't remember all the jokes.
Yo, the funny shit I seen about dogs was a show where a dude. This is the fucked up part about another psychedelic connection. That the dude somehow something fucked him up, and the dog. They had a dog that they got from the shelter or some shit. It was a regular dog, and all of a sudden he had like a psychedelic situation with his brain or psychosis. Some shit happened, and the dog became a dude in a dog suit.
Oh, Wilford.
There you go.
That's my show.
Yeah, there you go.
I love Wilford.
Hilarious, bro. Oh my god, I was dying. Especially when he just always starts chasing the dude on the motorcycle like, you motherfucker.
He going through a psychosis at the time because he was real depressed. So that's what
that's
triggers
what it was. Yeah.
But we see it
I
as
hate dogs, man. I'm
psychedelic.
always throwing like chocolate bars in the park, hoping these fuckers eat it, man.
Oh my god. Here we go.
I'm back. No, man. I like animals, but what I learned with my job right now, I go to people's places, and people with animals, they fucking stink, man. Their houses stink like shit, man. You gotta have a whole lot of love in your heart, because you smell just like
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Miss Tai.
Wear fur for a jacket every day.
Yeah, you just gotta have a balance. That's why I like psychedelics, because they make your nose sensitive to things that you wasn't sensitive to for so long, because you just were so used to it.
If you live with the dogs, you're gonna get
Oh yeah, I know. I smell like my
hell
dog
no.
without knowing.
No,
I
only
still
these
wash
houses
them up.
with people with cats and cat shit and
Oh my god, that's disgusting, bro. Listen, man, you come into my crib, I guarantee you, I can have 3 dogs, and you won't even know I have dogs until you come across the dog. Like, oh shit, you got dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got dogs.
You gotta keep
It's
it.
an order.
Yeah.
I believe
won't
you
even know.
because you get your house sterile for the mushrooms. So I believe
Yeah. You have to. They tell you to, or they'll fuck with you. Like, look at that. Look at you left that thing in the corner.
See, I know about all the dogs too. That there's certain people that be like, yo, there's dogs that are more beautiful to people than other dogs. Like some people, like I like English bulldogs and shit because I think they're ugly but they're fucking beautiful. And I like the Pomeranian and the Akitas because they just look like a wolf. And then there's dogs like those and like huskies and shit like that. People are like, yeah, I want a husky because they got blue eyes and whatever the fuck. And then they get the dog. And that shit has a blowout like twice a year that it sheds all its fur in your house, bro. And now you got fucking wad of fucking fur on all your gear, all your coats, all your shit, all your fucking clothes. Everything has fucking fur from this dog on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so the only way to avoid that is by, if you gotta know that ahead of time, and then you gotta fucking groom the shit out of that dog on a daily basis as it grows.
my girlfriend is pissed off because she said I told her she could not handle criticism. And now she's pissed off because I told her she could not handle criticism.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yeah.
piss a girl off.
Yeah.
Jim, can you rip your hair for me?
She doesn't think it's funny though, but I think it's funny.
Hey.
Wow.
I'm still here.
Yo, you learn a lot about life with dogs too, man. Just in general, man. Especially like, you know, when I was a kid, walking around in the streets with my pit bulls and shit, when I used to fuck with pit bulls. I stopped fucking with pit bulls because of the fact that people don't know how to breed them right, and they just fucking up the breed of the dog and doing all kind of shit with the dog, and not training it the right way and doing shit, because these dogs are the most people-person dogs that there is. They love their owners, die-hard dogs. Like, depending on the owner, the owner could turn that dog into a monster. You know what I'm saying? Because the dog loves the motherfucking owner so much that they'll do whatever, and whatever the fucking owner wants to do with them, they could turn them into some crazy shit. The dogs are like a jackknife dog, like an all-purpose dog, could do anything. And they fucking, usually, they love people so much that they used to be nanny dogs, and they used to be, the original stock of pit bull, the Staffordshire Terrier is the original stock of pit bull that became American Pit Bull Terrier after the fact. But the crazy thing about these dogs is that fucking they're just regular dogs, and your kids will get bit before they get bit by a pit bull in your house. They'll get bit by a Labrador or a fucking German Shepherd, some shit like that. They'll get bit, and fucking those dogs are more you know, pit bulls are more sensitive to shit, depending on the owner though, because if you keep a dog in a cage, solitary confinement, like motherfucking DDU or motherfucking the hole or solitary confinement, you know what I'm saying, or maximum security, his whole fucking life, dog, he's gonna be a beast. Mad energy. Those dogs are high-strung, high-energy dogs. When people turn it into an apartment dog, it's already bad business, bro. The dog got too much fucking built-in fucking, it's Muhammad Ali pacing around your house with nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just...
It's all about one to know what you're working with, and one to having to work with it. Like this, in this experience, you do this with this, you're gonna get this result. Cause this is what this is about. Like even if it's like a robot programming, the emotions that it's feeling and stuff. Like this is how it's gonna act when it feels like this.
No doubt, man. Dude, even walking around with the dog when I was a kid, walking to places, the dog showed me shit about people's personalities and vibes and weird shit about people. Why the dog acts different with different people. The dogs make you realize a lot of shit about body language because they know us more than we know us. We don't even know other people the way an animal does. They could look at another person and decide it immediately, like, this motherfucker no good. And the person just believe all the wolf tickets and all the lies that person is telling you, like, and that's your best friend and all this other bullshit. And the dog knows the whole time that this motherfucker is bad business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the dogs teach you that shit. That's just a strange thing about owning a dog, that they give you a different awareness, perception of shit. You know what I mean? They become an extension
if you watch
of you.
them, Right. And if you watch them interact with other dogs, if you have a pack of them, he's right with the body language. Like 98% of the way they communicate is that body language. So you can, if you're paying attention, you can see something pop off before it happens. Shit.
I was gonna mention that their reflexes, their senses and stuff.
Yo, I put a picture of my dog in the Discord. Picture of my promos.
I'll check it out.
The illest sign you could have on a thing is like a fucking shit that says "Beware of owner," because the fucking dog is an extension of your fucking your senses, bro. Your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You're the only thing you bring to the table is your intuitive shit and your fucking. You know what I'm saying? The dog heightens our senses. As long as the dog is by our side, bro, our senses are heightened because it's fucking. He's responding to shit, and you're like connected to the dog in a way that you feel it immediately. Especially when it's a dog you raised since a puppy, you know this motherfucker what he's thinking, bro. You can see right through his skull into his brain.
Oh, you unplugged the screen.
Anyone ever seen that warning sign?
Huh?
Anyone ever seen that warning sign?
The warning sign?
It says warning pit bull with AIDS. Yeah, I got it at a dollar store. It was said warning pit bull with AIDS.
Whoa!
I hung it up. And my neighbors tore it off my fence in less than 24 hours. And I bought another one and put it back up, and it stayed though. But I thought about it, and I was like, that is kind of fucked up, so I took it down. But this was back when I was being crazy as fuck.
Hey guys, I'm having a I don't mean to cut it off, but I'm having a thought because True went live now, and I got his Discord. I think he know that, but that's why he didn't sign in. But if he come in here, then we just gonna it's still gonna be the same Discord. No difference to y'all, but
Tai, you have Skype?
Huh? No, I gotta download that.
Yeah, do it. So maybe we can screen share. I'm gonna put on my character animator. You're gonna put on yours. We're gonna try to like screen share, like talk with the cartoon characters, man.
Hey, let's make that happen.
Oh yeah, you guys could work that. That shit'll be dope, man. If you guys.
Yeah, I'm downloading the OBS right. Figure it out but I think we can do it through Skype, right? With screen share, we could be able to pull it off somehow.
All right.
So get Skype, man.
Cool. But yo, thank y'all for coming through. I'ma turn off the mic and end it, and then I'ma hop on True Show and come back on.
Thank you all for fucking up my vibe with Mysterioso,
man. Guarantee.
See you later, bros.
Later.
Yeah, man. That's just funny shit, man.
Just still on that gay wasp.
Hold on, I gotta change this back real fast to the cameras. But this was awesome. This was awesome. I didn't expect none of this to happen. That's what a podcast is. Oh, I can't even. I probably just end it like this. Not even struggle. Oh, wait, it came up finally. And I kicked away from it. Alright. Forget about it. Just gonna be like this. Hey guys, yeah, thanks. It's Spirit Molecule for coming through. Rape the Matrix. Yolanda. Courtney was here. King no, I don't think King Oz came. But shouts to King Oz anyway. Blackskin was in the chat. The Odd Octopus. Oh, I didn't see you in there, man. Sorry, I didn't see the comment, bro. Now that I can keep on my feet with Changa, it causes my body to dance. I travel on top of shamanic drumming music, causes a serpent-like dance, and to at times walk backwards. I like that feeling, walking backwards. My daughter be asking, why don't people walk backwards? And we be doing that. So I know, I like that. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Exile 13. Keep on going. The Wanking Wizard, that's the one that was taking the Changa trips. He was on Changa the whole time. He was talking to us, going in and out, in and out. He's a trooper for sure. General. And Jessica was there in the very beginning. Thanks for popping everything off and tying together. Because we all tie, but do we really tie? Sometimes I don't know, dude. Sometimes I really don't know. Until it actually happens. And I'm like, oh. But it does stay together. The link to is on the Discord. If you want to see the vision of this channel grow, tune in to the next Psy Tai podcast number 51, as well as the Cash App if you want to support, so we can get the as UL said, don't go for Mac. We gonna build a banging ass PC, get the RAM processor, graphics, Nvidia graphics up to get everything up. I'm good with the computers. I'm just comfortable with not having it, but I'm keep on building. I'm keep on building with the animation skill set and keep going up. And if you have any skills, like Justin was saying, that you want to collaborate, any creative ideas that we can bring to the table all together, let's make that happen as fast, ASAP. I used to say back in the past, ASAP, no Rocky. That's when Rocky came out. That just came out of mind. Happy birthday to my friend Billy. I've wrote on his mom page because I've been avoiding him for a while. But I said, man, it's another checklist that I just gotta can't avoid. I used to live with him for a couple years after I left college, and that was my bro buddy. That was my buddy. But it's his birthday today. We both Sagittarius, and this how we talk about things on Earth. Because my birthday is in a couple more days. So, but salute to you. He wanted to move to California a long time ago, and I was always just too scared. But now I'm over here in California, and if you out in the ethers, if you hearing this vibration, hey, Ty always, bro, and hit me up. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning on in. I'm about to break down again for some reason. I'm gonna go meditate, go smoke and stuff. When I mean break down, I just got to feel real emotional again. But yeah, the Instagram is on as well. I got the trip out memes, so we share memes and stuff. And I want to start doing a show too, like similar to PewDiePie's, because I still watch PewDiePie. Hey, that's just me. I watch PewDiePie, and I want to make my own meme review show, but it's going to be based off of trippy memes, psychedelic type memes. So I got the Reddit Just Tainow. Just_Ty_now. All the links gonna be in the description. Share memes to there or to the Discord, and I'll probably do it live or just make jokes and become a character. I don't.